first map in your best of 5 here. Curse EU taking on up against the world champions Impact.
Well, you can see that countdown starting to come down. 20 seconds before Curse, who have so much momentum. I mean, they are just looking so strong. They really are. I don't want to call this, because the problem is, I expect Impact to win the game, but Curse, they just have that momentum now to come out and maybe cause a few upsets. And you know, it's your first game here at G1UK. Who do you want to watch for this?
I definitely want to stay on board with Curse, see how these can do straight off the bat. I'm going to stay on board with Bissell, because he has had one hell of a couple of weeks. He won himself first place at Reflex GT just 2 weeks ago. That was on the same weekend as MLG. So now we're going to stick on board with him as he's pushing down this left-hand side, coming in a bit of a gunfight there with Killer, getting taken down. But earlier, they did manage to put Unite in the 100-point club on this map in a scrim.
Yep, so many 100-point club gameplays out there now. It really has got a little bit crazy, a big feat now in competitive Call of Duty. But I'm going to have a quick look over at Wonder, who has been my play to watch. I've called it every single time. I just think he's a fantastic player. I'm so glad he's found himself a home here at Curse. And you see Bizzle actually dominating that kill feed with a nice 2-piece. Meanwhile, Wonder needs to try and rotate the spawns, and that's exactly what one of his teammates has done. That was actually Bizzle, who went straight down the middle, flipped the spawn, and gave Wonder a fantastic spawn. And right now, Curse, 38-0 up against Impact.
Exactly. Now, we always said that Impact looked so strong on hardpoint matchups until we saw Epsilon play them.
Oh, wow, that was crazy.
In MLG. So, can that be the disruption?
Well, it's actually interesting. I was speaking to Frizz about this earlier on. Impact's hardpoint percentage win rate at COD Champs was 95%. The only team to take any maps off them was, in fact, Envy, and they did that in the grand final. Yet recently, their hardpoint game isn't the same.
People are waking up to the way that they play. They've learned the way that they play. They've learned what works, and they're doing it, and they're doing it better. So now we are seeing 43-14 in favour of Curse here. Wonder pushes out of blue there. Gets a little bit lucky after that choke nade, but does manage to push on through, contesting that hardpoint. But Miracles there, destroying him with that jump shot on the stairs.
Oh, we may as well have a look at Parasite. He's on that hill. That's 3 kills to his name. He's going to be using the Scorpion with the laser sight. Karma is doing what Karma does best. He's just running around, picking up kills left, right, and center. But this is where it's going to be important now for Impact. You can see the way Curse have set up on that minimap. Look at those 4 red arrows. They're covering as many different choke points as they possibly can. And Impact doing the smart thing. 3 men towards Garage. They need to try and get this kill on the fountain. That's going to be the one to watch. It's going to be Karma that's going to go for it.
Exactly. That is why 3 players have pushed this route. They haven't gone straight for the hardpoint. They haven't gone straight in for it. They've gone for the spawning manipulation tactic first. But Karma unable to do so as he gets shut down in Garage there. And Karma, look how far away from the spawn he is. And Bissell controlling down that left-hand side, taking down Killer. And Bissell with the 2-piece as well. Parasite straight up to try and contest this, and does get taken down.
Well, it's going to be left to Karma now to try and push that hill. He does shut down 1. It's going to be a second on the hill. Goes for the pre-fire. Going to have to go for the knife. A bit ambitious there for my liking. Miracles, he's going to get cleaned up as well. It's going to be Mac that was doing the work there. And he's actually on that hill for Curse. And Curse picking up some more hill time right now. It's looking very good for them.
Yep, 30 points, the breathing space between the 2 sides. Now Mac just doing that objective work, lying down in the corner, staying safe, not taking any damage. And with 15 seconds left on that clock, Curse are going to make the rotation, making 3 kills on their way. So that is vital. They need to hold the spawns. They need to be pushing Impact back. And Bissell, wow, Bissell and Black owning that kill feed there. But both with 2 pieces of their own. And Bissell ready in this next hardpoint as it switches now.
Bizzle get those streaks, that's going to be the big question. He's picked up the 200, just trying to bait out to see if any of the Impact players are around there.
It's not far off his streaks. Well, it looks as if he's doing is what the pros have now nicknamed juggling. This is where they jump in and out to try and get that extra points. I mean, 325 points if you were to kill somebody in the hardpoint and then capture it yourself.
It's risky though.
It is. As we saw, he got shut down there, and they have lost control and the spawn as well. So that just shows that it can't be done all the time. Bissell now pushing up into the middle map, and Miracles once again with that jump shot. Such a strong player. Let's go on board with him, but he did get shut down.
Hardpoint contested.
Contested. We'll try and make a few kills there. He's going to shut down teammate. Bizzle's going to fly in there, and so does Black. And Wonder on the cleanup crew. He's going to take down Killer. Fantastic play from his first game right up early on. And we actually have Wonder 2 kills right now. He's on that hill. He's going to be shut down by name. But this is like a good time to have a quick look at our scoreboard. And Bizzle, surprise, he's carrying on where he left off. 14 and 12, but look at Mac with those 6
Hardpoint identified.
Nice play from him. I mean, that's over 50% of his kills actually on the half.
Exactly. Mac has been playing so well. I saw him earlier on in the tournament. It was absolutely fantastic. A lot of people have been saying that he is past his best, but I don't think so. Not after what I've seen so far. I know that the practice has been coming very, very thick and fast from him and his teammates in the most recent weeks, and why the hell not? This is one very, very important and big stage to perform on.
Hardpoint contested.
Maker basically, he performed well here and caused an upset. Like, we've already seen a few upsets today, and you know, I don't think it's going to be the last of the upsets that we've seen. Obviously, everybody's in that first match. Curse playing so well, and they're playing amazing right now against Impact. 132 to 74 is the lead that Curse have managed to generate. And I'm on board with Fizzle's one of the players doing a lot of work right now for Curse. We're going to see exactly how he plans on trying to break this next Hardpoint, but in fact, actually, it's Curse with the spawn thanks to some great anchoring from Black. And Curse, they're just going to easily walk onto this next hill.
Yeah, it looks that way. I mean, look at the way they are set up. If you use that mini-map, you use that map in the bottom right-hand corner as well, provided by Activision there. Absolutely fantastic as he tries to block out that roadside push. As he does manage to penetrate through that middle, Wonder going to go and give him some support, but being taken out by the teammate Nade of Black. Mac has got some huge work to do here. Comes head on head, doesn't manage to take down Karma. And a lot of the Curse players opting for this Scorpion with the laser sight.
Yeah, we've seen that quite a lot as well. I saw Optic using that. It seems to be a weapon of choice right now. Although a few players saying, you know, we may as well just take that laser sight off. But Max, he's trying to use the full effect there. That's not going to happen. You've got Killer on 2 kills. He's on that hill as well, trying to earn towards some score streaks. But 21 seconds, that's a lot of time to give up. But look at it, they did actually get a split spawn. Curse is going to push this. Killer's going to go down. Now the question is, can they control the spawn? You've got Fizzle all by himself. He's going to be pushed by 2 players. He's going to get shut down. Nice play coming from Parasite. And it's now going to be left to Mac, who's actually sat on this next hill, waiting for some help from his teammate. And there is someone in blue, that's actually Black. He's going to get shut down. It's all down to Mac. Nade comes in, and Parasite, well, he's got 4 kills.
That could be the game changer there. Now, 60 seconds separate these two sides. That is the exact time of this Hardpoint, of course, for those of you that are unaware. Now, Karma just going to lie in wait. He hasn't got any support ahead of him there, just watching the blue. So he's just going to flick back as well. Knows that there's no one coming from behind him. And oh my God, Karma taking down Mac and Wonder, securing that position. Miracles comes to his help on his right-hand side, but he is EMP, just going to lie in wait on this Hardpoint area as another player comes to contest him, but Karma shutting him down straight away, and I do not think he'll be far away from streaks.
I think he's actually already picked them up. I'm not entirely sure. There you go. Has the health from, has the line strike working towards the stealth chopper. There's 1 second in front of him. He has the Scorpion to pull out. Nothing but hitmarkers there. Goes for the challenge, picks it up, and that's a stealth chopper.
20 seconds.
Karma.
20 seconds between the two teams.
He's held the whole
3 minutes. Wow.
Unbelievable play. You called it. You said as soon as you jump on that hill, 60 seconds is what separates them. Now look at that score deficit. Karma not allowing anybody to contest that. And he's actually jumped off that a little soon there, but he has managed to earn that stealth chopper. And Karma is going to start shooting the bodies. The 7 kills should get a complimentary teabag there as he ran past, but you can see him getting the spawn. Now the question I'm going to ask you now, Gucci, is when is he going to call that stealth chopper?
It needs to be used in the middle. That is where they'll get the full effect, but they need to control this garage first, because if they give up all of garage and then only get the middle for the full 60 seconds, that is when the stealth chopper will be utilised. It would be too little too late, I feel, but with them controlling this garage, look at the setup they've got as well. It's game over. Impact have, I'm going to call it now, Impact have come back.
They have played very, very well, and it's been basically down to Karma doing some massive work on that last hill that we saw. Killfeed dominated with Curse trying to get back into this game, but Karma, he's going to sit in that corner of blue. In comes that stealth chopper. Let's not forget, he still has a light strike, still has a health drop. Now the big question is, what have Curse got? Have they got any scores to potentially take it down? They don't. So unless Matt goes big on this hill quickly, they're just going to have to shoot that stealth chopper down. Yeah,
which they are going to need to do. I mean, he's going to pick up a few scrap points there. That was merely 1 second. And of course, that stealth chopper is in the air, securing around that middle zone. It's going to take a lot for them to shoot down that stealth chopper. What is it? I think it's 4 whole clips of M8.
Yep, I believe so.
So that's going to take a player out of the game for at least 15, 20 seconds purely. And that's a lot of time to give up with only a 30-second gap.
Said that the stealth chopper has actually already been destroyed. Here comes the health bomb. Missile from Karma. It's going to take down Fizzle, as you can see on the top of your screen. 1 minute, 17 seconds remaining. 201 to 177. And Parasite with a big 2-piece there, just cleaning off Curse from that Hardpoint. 25 seconds left. Still a lot of time to give away. Fizzle isn't going to make that kill though. Needs some of his teammates to jump on, and they do just that. You've got Mac and Wonder on the hill. Mac's going to get shut down. Now he's going to have to Wonder. Needs to pick up this kill. He doesn't do so. Killer with a very important 3-piece right at the very end of the game. 11 seconds remaining on the hill, and it's Impact with the spawns. Yeah, Impact have got the spawns ready for this next Hardpoint. It is all going to come down to this. They are not safe yet. 45 seconds left on that clock. What's that, 15 seconds separating the two sides?
This is going to be very, very close. Killer
Look at
just
the
needs
spawns
to...
Curse have got.
Lightning
Yeah,
strike coordinates
fortunate
received.
spawning system from them. I mean, they're spawned far down the right hand side. Karma, of course, still using that lightning strike, gets himself 3 kills. That is the map
clock
over,
about to
and that
expire.
was
Step
well
up.
played there from Impact and Karma in particularly. I mean, they were down, what, 60 seconds? Possibly a little bit more. Karma came in, stormed that hard point, held it for that full time, earned himself a stealth chopper off that hard point alone, secured it, goes 34 to 19, 7 defends, which I think, to be honest, were all in that one hard point as well.
They were, I mean, he just went massive,
Hardpoint locked
for lack of a better word.
Hardpoint
just
contested.
massive. It was unreal playing. I mean, look at that scoreboard. It's going to tell you the story there. The Karma managed to actually finish up on 35 kills.
It wasn't
really,
pretty,
really
but you
playing
got it done.
out of
Good
his
job.
mind on that second to last hill. And you can see that black. Just what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
What do you do against that? It's impossible to play.
Exactly. I mean, I was really impressed with the way Curse managed to get that stealth chopper down so quickly as well.
did, yeah.
Will give
Yeah.
them the credit for that. I thought that potentially, if Karma didn't have his Hellstorm or his Lightning Strike, then they could have got themselves back into it. Or even if they had one measly streak of their own,
Yep.
they would have been able to do that. But unfortunate there from them. So we are going to be seeing the first map here in this best of 5 series go down to Impact.
Not really a surprise if we're honest. I mean, I think a lot of people would expect Impact to take it over Curse. I mean, this Impact lineup, so dominant. Call of Duty World Champions, then you've got MLG Dallas Champions, you've got EGL Champions. Yeah, these guys, not to be messed with by any means at all. They come over here to G1UK, much more focused mindset than they had at Anaheim, because at Anaheim it was very much a more relaxed setting
Well,
for them.
as you said, Ben, they didn't play it to their full potential
They
at
played-
all,
they played terribly.
and they
They'll be
still
the first
came
to tell you.
second. And they still
Yeah.
came second. So here, if they come, they're fully awake, ready to play, wanting to play, they're hyped for this. Then it's going to be a very, very tough game. But I was impressed there with the fight that Curse put up. I appreciate that it's not about eliminating the deficit that you lose by. Of
course.
Obviously, you've got to go out there for the win, which Curse did. They took it to them, especially Wonder and Bissell. Really impressed with the way that they're playing this tournament. Let's hope that they can continue that, and then we may see some EU challenging for the top.
Well, what's curious is I haven't actually asked you your own opinion on this. Who's your actual prediction for G1UK?
If I'm honest, I still haven't decided myself. I'm going to go.
You
I'm going to
can't
go
come
with
up-
Impact.
You're going to be that guy that's going to decide tomorrow, just before the grand final. aren't you?
I am going to go with Impact because I think coming second at MLG Anaheim, when a lot of people were expecting them to win it, has hurt them a little bit. So I think they're coming back to this one with full.
All guns blazing.
Yes, exactly. Now, I think they'll be the first to admit they haven't got the most fans. See, there's a lot of people wanting them to do badly.
I know. I think at
They
MLG
have-
Anaheim, the crowd was actually booing them.
Yeah, they've got their fans, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think there's a lot of people that want them to mess up. There's a lot of people that want to see them fail. I mean, everybody loves an underdog.
Oh, of course.
So,
Absolutely. I think the problem is that it got to the point where someone wanted to see them lose. But now we've had that. Complexity took them down at MLG Anaheim. They've come here now. Is it going to be different? That's the big question. Are their
don't know.
fans going to come out in numbers? I'd love to be able to see the stream chat right now. and see
Impact,
the fans.
Impact fans, show yourselves. Let us know where
Exactly.
you are. Shout to us, tweet
Let us
to
know on
us.
Twitter as well.
Exactly.
Let us know on Twitter. Gucci.
At Gfinity,
At G1UK, at Gucci.
At
I
Ben-
mean, how do you do the Gucci?
GOOCHHYY.
You would have a difficult Twitter.
And
of
Benson
everyone.
_EU, of course.
Simple,
Let us know on the
simple,
Twitter.
Simple. Whereas you're like, what, GOOCHHY?
2 Ys.
2 what? I tried.
You tried.
It's
Come on,
right,
Bizzle there, just with a few last-minute tactics, perhaps.
I'm looking forward to that S&D because Wonder last S&D.
If
I'm
he
just
if he
saying.
can replicate that,
Yeah.
it's going to be huge. Now, if you can beat the Americans at S&D, then it's going to be close.
I agree. I really do.
Because I think the
Americans
Americans
are so strong.
took the words right out of my mouth.
Exactly. I mean, they're just such a. It just seems to be their game type. I mean, we saw that again at MLG when Epsilon and Prophecy went over. They just couldn't beat the Americans at S&D, and that's why I was so impressed with the way Curse actually played S&D last time going up against Envy. They made that look so simple.
One difference between this Curse lineup in recent events, obviously, I mean Wonder, but they have got the coach in the form of Madcap.
I noticed that earlier on actually. Madcap's such a good coach.
from the Epsilon lineup, of course, he's won EGL. He never placed out of the top 3 at EGL, I don't believe it, since his very
right?
first one.
Wow. Well, it just shows you a fantastic player. Former Madcat. Is he going to be a good coach? Well, we're going to find out shortly. I mean, Kurt's doing some fantastic things so far today.
Let's be honest, the opinion or the strategies of such a top-class player like Madcat cannot harm.
Oh, of course. It's only going to aid your performance, I guess, as a team when you have one of the best ARs in Europe right now sat behind you, trying to give you advice, giving you, maybe some S&D strats as well. Obviously Epsilon not being able to play, but Shane's here, Xanity's here, and
Madcat's here. Exactly.
So, we've got 3 of the 4 players all making that journey and trying to come out and support some competitive Call of Duty.
From what I believe, we have got Jerd sat back at home watching this match on the Gfinity stream. Big shout out to you if you are there. You can see Xanity in the background there, sat behind APOC.
Yeah, there he is.
Speaking to him there in the corner.
Having a sneaky little conversation. But as you can see, the game is going to get underway. We have some search and destroy on raid. Now, I'm calling some sniping action to go on in this game.
Oh, without a doubt. There's definitely going to be some overkill, some use of probably the MSMC and the sniper.
That's a good point. That's it. You know what? Let's have a scroll through. Let's have a look. Karma, yeah.
Straight away.
He's always wants to pull out the sniper straight off the bat.
No curse.
Well, they've got the 3 ARs and Bizzle with the SMG. I want to have a look and see if Karma is going to get an early pick with that sniper rifle. He is so lethal. I actually saw him drop 50 kills in the game at Hardpoint with a sniper. And
hey?
Yeah, I said that right. You didn't just go deaf for a second. 50 kills in the game at Hardpoint. It was in a scrim that I was watching him play, and the opposition were playing serious. But as you can see, Curse, they're not going to fall for that strategy. No one going middle for Curse. 3 heading towards that B side, and now 1 actually deciding, oh, sugar, we should go kitchen. But that push could be too late, and it could be trouble. It is. Miracles actually getting the first pick there on Wonder. Karma, meanwhile, he's going to try and support Miracles on that rush. And look at how well Impact have controlled this A-bomb side.
Yeah, exactly. They've got themselves fully set up around this. Karma's going to push on through in towards the basketball court. Bissell taking out the first kill for Curse there. And Karma has spotted him. He's got his eyes on him up towards that top stair area. I think he did just shoot, revealing his position. But it's trailing free, but Black jumps out of nowhere to take down Karma. Parasite stuck in limbo with his sniper. Notices one coming behind him. Does see him there. He's just going to bide his time, take his time out, let Killer do all the dirty work for him there. Another player left in that basketball court area. That was Black taking down Killer, and now this is 1 versus 1. Parasite just left to patrol this bomb site and secure it. Is there enough time? Let's get on board with him. Black is going to do it. He's going to do it. Oh!
Not going to happen.
Good job.
Parasite
Get ready
just
for the next
peeking
round.
out of that money window just in time. Intelligent play from Black there. He recognized what Parasite was going to do. He was going to run up those middle stairs and try and rotate around. I think maybe he thought he had more time than he actually did have, because Parasite, he knew straight away what was going on.
I think Parasite may have got the call off his teammates there that he was actually defusing, because initially I didn't think Parasite was going to jump down there.
Well, he went straight for it. Had an instinct. And let's look at Curse going to send anyone middle this time. It doesn't look like it. Once again, Impact flooding that middle, sending 3 there. Meanwhile, Curse, a very slow push towards B, and you got to say, Killer is in such a nice position here that Curse could seriously get 3-pieced in a minute.
Curse could have easily, if they'd have stormed that B bomb site as well, they could have easily managed to get that bomb down. But Killer sneaking around the back of Black and taking him down that bottom red, that R area.
There's 2.
There's 2 for Killer, goes for the 3rd, but Bissell shutting him down. So it's Bissell and Wonder. This is Wonder's first ever Black Ops 2 event.
Crazy statistic that, a player like Wonder, who's just such a strong European player, this is his first ever event for Black Ops 2. And what an event he's having.
Bissell and Wonder there controlling the 3 versus 2, making sure that they did manage to counter that and win it effectively. As we will just see Wonder's point of view here on the final kill cam, comes around the corner. 6 to 1, half a dozen of the other. Wonder there with the quicker reactions and the 1-bomb M8.
Well, switching sides. Coming from Wonder. And he is having a fantastic event, like I said earlier on. And, I want to have a quick look at the scoreboard, see
Destroy
what
the
everyone is doing
objectives.
so far. Only Mac yet to get a kill for Curse, and Palmer actually yet to get a kill for Impact. A surprise there, to be honest. But
there is still plenty of time for that, Ben.
So much time, and you see the traces actually destroying those nades. Parasite with the bomb this time, and they've gone for a B push, not sent anyone middle.
And Parasite's gone up the top. He is going to get early shots onto Black, picks him down. Use Killer. There's a little bit of bait. Parasite for the 2-piece, taking down Bissell as well. So now this is a 3 versus 2 in favour of Impact. who is left alive for Curse. We've got Mac and Wonder. Parasite with the bomb pushing up, but now let's get on board with Mac, who's 1 versus 3. Takes down Miracles, gets himself in top lawn and spraying the bomb. There's nobody there, Mac. Does get taken down by the sniper of Karma.
You can see what he was trying to do. He anticipated someone to be planting. That's why he was going for the pre-fire, but Karma just not having any of that really. He recognized where he was, went for the wallbang once, didn't connect. But the second time, wow, he had no idea where he was, connected with the kill through the wall. And right now, I can hear Chris Puckett.
Search and destroy.
I can hear Chris Puckett. I'm sensing an overtime somewhere. I've just seen a tweet from Brighty. Prophecy versus Collapse is 1-1. So that is one hell of a matchup as well. I love the fact that this Gfinity is such a close game. Now, Parasite takes down Wonder. Unfortunately, not to pick up a second as well. He's going to get the top map control there on the right-hand side. Oh, I thought he just managed to pick up that kill. Parasite still going strong there. Takes down Bissell as well. Knows there's a third in top window. He's going to go for him. He was unlucky there. He could have had
down Parasite.
He's going to go for the ace in top. Doesn't manage to get that.
Well, it's going to be left now to Mac. Mac's completely backed off. He's going to have to cycle to A. Parasite, 3 kills so far. He's looking to try and get that ace. He's already earned himself his R60.
And look at Impact. They've completely left A now.
To be honest, I think they're just going to allow Mac to make his way towards A, because in that situation, 3 versus 1, they've got so much work to do. Mac now making his way back towards middle, had a prime opportunity to plant, didn't feel comfortable enough. I want to stay on board with Parasite. I want to see if he's going to pick up this ace. He's now in hot pursuit of Mac. He is going to be the player that's going to get there first, but Mac actually extending down towards Kitchen. He is going on some crazy little route, and Parasite, if he's quick, is going to get the site. No, he's not. Killer's going to shut down Mac, and that's going to be 3 rounds.
I think Parasite was very, very unfortunate not to pick up those kills there. He hit so many bullets with his MA during that little gun battle down that right-hand side, but not managing to make the final connection that was needed. Mac, as you said, had prime opportunity to plant, didn't feel comfortable enough. And it could have been a whole lot different, because all of Impact was still left at B, so that was going to be, what, 10 seconds to get over that, only leaving 35 seconds left on that clock, and Mac could have quite easily done that. I'm sure the calibre of player that Mac is hasn't had the best, most recent events, but you can't judge everything by that.
Absolutely, and right now you've got Miracles with that bomb, and a very aggressive push considering he's the bomb carrier. Player is going to be in Kitchen, he's going to see the gun through the wall. Unfortunate little glitch there for that Curse player. I'm not sure who that is. Let's find out. That's actually going to be Wonder. So we have a mini battle in the middle of the map. Wonder versus Miracles. Wonder doesn't know Miracles is there, but Miracles, he has that bomb. He's actually going to let that go and decide that he's going to make his way towards B and see if he can get that bomb down. But Curse with the 3-man rotation. Let's have a look at the sniper in the form of Mac. He's so good back in Modern Warfare 3 with the sniper. Can he try and emulate Black Ops 2? The bomb goes down. Still a 4 versus 4 situation. 39 seconds left. Mac yet to see anybody. And finally we get some kills. It's going to go in the form of Killer.
That was sloppy there from Curse, in my personal opinion. I mean, they had 3 players over at that B bomb site, and yet Miracles was still able to plant. Mac trying to come back strong there, but does get destroyed by Killer there. Wonder hard on that aim over towards him, but Karma, once again, the sniper is so hard to defend against.
Yeah,
so hard to play against.
So good at search and destroy. I mean, we've seen some of those weird strategies pushing everyone middle. How many times have you ever seen that on the destroy rate? Not that many. And Impact are making it work. And you see Karma doing some work with that sniper rifle right now. Really playing very well. And let's have a look at our scoreboard as well. You can see Parasite 6 and 2. Karma picking it up 2 and 2. Meanwhile, Curse not really doing anything too impressive.
No, this isn't really what we expected to see after their first game against Envy. We were expecting to come out all guns blazing, which they did at the very start of the hard point. Of course, they took that first 60-second lead, unable to stabilise that, and I think Impact running with the momentum that they did get, but Bissell, mate, that was absolutely insane. Karma, once again, with that sniper, so effective, but Black quick to take him down. Black versus Killer to complete the 1 versus 2. Killer's already tagged him. Black quick to challenge. Head glitches all around him. Isn't sure which way to go. Does manage to take down Killer. That was huge because Killer was on a 4-kill streak.
It was indeed, and that's also going to give them well-needed a momentum shift. If Impact had won that, they'd be 1 round away from taking the second match in the series. But Black with the jump shot.
I don't think Killer will be happy there. The amount of bullets it did manage to get off into
I'd love
Black.
to see a facial reaction right now. That'd be awesome.
I think a what?
What?
Yeah.
We could, if any of you are wondering if you've seen the GIF already from the grand final at Anaheim, I'm pretty sure he's doing that what face from the shotgun hit marker he got. Just imagine that. Play that GIF over and over again. That's pretty much his face right now.
Yeah, Parasite quick to take damage early on this left-hand side push. It's currently 4-2. Parasite is going to go for the leg shot, but gets taken down by Black in the side, so that was good team work from Curse. And now let's get on board with the bomb carrier. This is Miracles now.
That bomb. It's going to be a 3 versus 2 situation. 1 minute remaining. There's going to be someone up there. Killer is playing sensational search and destroy action right now. He's just managed to take down Mac, and now it's going to be all down to Mr. Wonder.
1 versus 1 there. Wonder was in the back of that spawn area. He did manage to take down Karma, so now it's 1 versus 2. So this is a complete 1v3, but does get shut down in the back. Killer having a good game so far, I think.
Killer is playing sensationally. I mean, it was unfortunate not to get that last kill. Obviously, when he went top statue to see if he could try and outplay him, that didn't quite happen. But Killer there, he just finds himself in some great situations.
Killer's game smarts.
Yeah.
Killer's game smart.
Switching
That's all it is.
sides.
It's absolutely
I want to see how
fantastic.
he's doing on the scoreboard now, actually, because
Search
I
and
have a feeling.
destroy.
Yeah, he's 10 and 4.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I'd seen his name up down the bottom left-hand corner in the kill feed quite a few times. Mac not having the greatest of search and destroys here, 2 and 7. We're going to go on board with Curse as they do try and pull back this game. But as I said, Mac now 2 and 8, unfortunately, so it's going to be left up to his team to actually pinpoint this and get them back into this.
Well, Black has that bomb. He is going to take down Parasite. It's going to be a 2 versus 2 situation now. Killer, he's still on that 4 kill streak, and he's very, very pushed up. Wonder has taken down Karma. I would expect him to go down, and Black manages to finally take down Killer before he did any more damage.
So what was that? He ended up on a 5 kill streak.
All that
Once
remains.
again, I mean, he was on 4 before when Black took him down. Black is just Killer's shutdown.
Yeah, it's a very important play there from Black, and he managed to hit that wallbang just in time. That's actually going to make the score
Switching
5
operation
rounds
ready.
to 3 now. Still in favor of Impact there. They just need that
Search
1
and
round to make it
destroy.
2-0 in the series.
Exactly, and then it will be plain sailing, we would
Clear the
assume anyway,
objective.
because once you're 2-0 up, you've got that extra
got the
confidence
ball.
boost, you can afford to drop that map, so this is where Curse do not want to be. They do not want to be 2-0 down to arguably the greatest team in the world on Call of Duty right now, but Mac picking things up, taking down Killer early on, that is a big kill, especially the way Killer has been playing in this game so far.
Killer has just been an absolute animal so far in Search and Destroy Raid. And now we'll go to Miracles with a sniper rifle. Obviously, Impact feeling very confident to be able to run 3 snipers, Parasite, Karma, and Miracles all running them. And whether it's going to be effective now in this 9th round of Search and Destroy Raid is questionable, but Miracles just waiting, trying to push, get a little bit more control. You see him back off once again, looking towards basketball. No one is going to be there just yet. There he runs around the corner. He's going to get away that time.
The wrong time
The
to
question is,
change.
when are they going to get the bomb down?
Yeah, look at the time ticking down. 40 seconds left on that clock. It's currently 4 versus 3 in favour of Curse. Sniper shot hits the rock on its way in towards that basketball court.
Check your timeline.
And now Karma quick to take down Bissell. Miracles, early gunfight in that middle area. Just providing a bit of cover for Karma, just a little bit of distraction. 2 of them retreat. There is a red dot on that minimap as Curse try flooding themselves in towards that bomb site. Parasite takes down Mac. Wonder quick to take down Parasite. So now it's 2 versus 2. Not long left on that clock. 30 seconds and a defuse needs to happen as well.
Well, let's have a look at Curse. They're being very, very aggressive right now. And Black, they need to get the defuse. He's anticipating Miracles on top. He is going to get the wall
Wonder
back.
needs
19
to make
seconds
that
left.
kill.
Wonder's going to take down Karma. The defuse is going to come in, and now this is looking good for Black. He has 3 kills to his name. He's going to pick up this defuse. How close is he going to be to Hellstorm? Just
still-
a kill away. 5-4
Get
to
ready for
Impact.
the next
Needs
round.
to make an early kill, and then I'd suggest calling it in to make it 5-5.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
you
get your
can't leave
lightning
anything.
strike.
You can't leave anything to chance now, especially when you play Impact, such a strong team. I think we should probably stay on board with Black
Yeah.
and see if we can try and do some
Switching
work now
operation
on this
ready.
next round of Search and Destroy Raid.
Like I say, I think he needs to
Search
find
and
himself an
destroy.
early kill, call that Hellstorm in straight away. That will give him his lightning strike.
Eliminate the
They should
objective.
then be 4 versus 2.
Should he
They'll
take the
see out
bomb?
this round.
This is something that myself and Frizz were talking about earlier on. Do you not think he should have
He's
taken
got
that bomb?
2 trophy systems. He might be able to pick up enough points from 2 trophy systems plus a kill as well to make 2 streaks. Call one of them in, use the next one the next round. But one thing he cannot do is die early on.
One of his teammates getting slain. He's going for the wall bang. He is going to get tagged. Has to back off though. His teammate still actually over by that raid. It's going to be a 3 versus 4. I want to stay with Black. Parasite's taking down Mac, and this is getting very, very dodgy for Curse Gaming. Let's not forget, in fact, just 1 round away. He is going to connect. 1 assist away would do it. 51 seconds left. Plenty of time left in this round. Black currently on a 4 kill. Bit of a windy aim there from Black though.
If he'd have made that, that would have been game. That would have made it to 5-5. Black needs to make this kill. That would have been
Expect
vital.
the rush.
Going to be a rush now. Does manage to pick up Lightning, and Hellstorm needs to call it in. He knows they're going to be rushing towards him. He's just pinged it in as well, so he knows exactly where those players are. He does manage to make 1 kill, so he has got a Hellstorm Is he going to use this, or is he going to try and save it and go for the win?
The problem is Karma's top laundry. If he goes for the bomb plant, he's going to get taken down. He saw the lightning strike ping. If he plants on this bomb,
oh, that is it. Unfortunate there from Black. He perhaps should have used his Hellstorm. Like you said, Benson, can't leave it to chance.
Nope. Unlucky for him there. It wasn't a 1 versus 4. He tried to go for the ace, only managed to shut down 3, and Karma, such an experienced player, he recognized the time left on the clock, 22 seconds left. There's no way Black is going to risk trying to rotate to the other bomb site with such few time left on the clock. He needed to go for the plant. He went for it, but planted on the wrong side of the bomb.
So unfortunate for Black there, finishing off on 11-7. Now, he knew that was where Karma was. He knew that he was in there. He obviously thought
he was going to rotate through kitchen.
Exactly. He thought he was going to go to the middle map, then he would have gotten one of the easy head glitches around that statue side. Still, that is Call of Duty.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Exactly. Well, it's even better for us because, of course, we could see exactly where Karma was.
Yeah, of course,
so for us to talk about it, it seems sort of like, well, obviously.
Yeah.
But
no duh.
Yeah, exactly. Where Black was sitting, it is completely different, of course. So that is going to put Impact 2-0 up in this best of 5 series, just one map away from their first win here.
Well, I'm just going to jot that down in our notes, that they are in fact 2-0 up, and you can see that on your screen. The Impact boys looking comfortable, and this is a different Impact than we saw at MLG Anaheim. I want to see exactly whether they can get that COD Championship form back. That's going to be the big question.
Yep, who knows? To be honest, I think they will.
Do you reckon?
Like I said, I'm calling them to win the event. I don't think it's going to be an easy one.
Right now, from everything I've heard from Mr. Chris Puckett, sat next door to us.
Are you going to go prop, or are you going?
Complexity are going big right now, apparently. I'm tempted to check the interwebs and see if we can find any information about what is actually going over in the game next door. But right now, but yeah, there you go. Kohler up 2 flags to 1 after winning CTF 5-0.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic now though, as we are going to be seeing Curse play their third map here against Impact, and Curse will need to get this one under their belt. Like I said, it's not about the score difference when you lose, it's about going for the win.
Of course, it's all about the W. It doesn't matter how you get the win, as long as you ultimately get the win. It sounds so easy to say, but you know, sometimes players will do controversial things. I mean, I saw it with the AAA game, and I'm not sure what you guys think on stream, but there was a moment against TCM where it was a stopwatch situation, CTF raid, and Gataga had the flag. Okay,
You're going to say about him challenging rather than...
Should have challenged. Yeah. I was stood next to Wonder, I stood next to Mac, and we were both sat there saying his teammate was running from zigzag back towards the garage, and his teammate was calling out, you know, zig, 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 zig. So he knew someone was there. He didn't need to challenge. If they'd have taken that extra 5 seconds, they win the game.
Exactly. But now I was speaking to Bissell after they played Envious, because of course they dropped the capture the flag to Envious earlier on, and they said the way that Envious played, that was what beat them, which is
really?
sort of obvious. But they played a sort of a counter-attack game, whereas Curse went all at the flag, so to speak. I mean, I'm not saying their format rushed it, but they went
all in.
Yeah, they went all in, exactly. Whereas Envy just sort of sat back, waited for Curse's mistakes, and then capitalised off that. And then they were saying once they were 2-0 down, it was too late because of the way that Envy then sat back. They got their streaks because they were just feeding them literally. So I think, to be honest, is that the way Impact are going to play? I can't see it. I mean, they've the way that Karma, Killer, Miracles, they all push up so heavily. They've got the gun skill, they've got the confidence to challenge anything. So will Curse then be able to sit back and play the counter again? Will they be able to learn from the way that they lost to Envious and sort of replicate that?
Well, it's going to be an interesting game of CTF. It's going to be standoff. Standoff, one of my favourite maps on Black Ops 2. It really is. You can play it on every single game mode. I love it. It's awesome.
So, Ben, your opinion, who should we begin off watching? If they get a good play early on, I'll buy your point.
I personally think, you know, we're going to see Miracles with a quick rush, and he's one of my favourite objective-based players to watch every single time. I mean, he really is a fantastic player, and some of the flag pulls he will do in CTF are just, quite frankly, just crazy.
Okay, so we are going to go on board early on with Miracles. Once again, seeing this Scorpion with the laser sight.
So many Scorpions aren't being used so far at G1UK. I think I've seen every single team run at least one Scorpion laser.
A lot of people are saying that this is the gun to use if you are on a LAN connection.
Very interesting. Miracles early on is going to get taken down. now by Wonder, who's going for a very quick push towards that tractor side.
3 down early on.
And Mac also getting kills. Going to be left to Parasite. I don't think he expected that, but he's in a very nice position to just defend his flag for the moment. Has won, but Mac outgunning Parasite there. And this is all Curse aggression for this speech. You absolutely call this. Is Wonder who's pulled the flag. Needs to try and get this kill on the track. They're going to get tagged up from the side. And Killer is going to put a stop to that Curse moment.
Exactly, getting shut down early on there, and that will of course begin to feed the streak of Killer. He did manage to pick up that return, managed to pick up the kill as well, so can he capitalise on that? But we're going to get on board with Wonder now as he's pushing through that middle. Knows there's one coming behind him, thinks there's one at farm as well. Miracle's just getting the better of him in that middle map area, and now we're on board with Parasite as he's just locking down this box's spawn.
Parasite is taking his time, just seeing if he can try and hold that spawn for his teammates. He knows how important that actually is. We've got Miracles and Karma both trying to do the objective-based work. Karma does shut down one, but Mac flying out that window just shut down Parasite, and he's going to get Karma as well. Nice place, and Wonder, I mean, he's just doing one encounter with the flag.
Yeah, once again, they're pushed up heavy. Curse on the pull. Now, that flag has been pulled away though, so we are going to see a bit of a stalemate over towards this back petrol area. And Curse don't look very well set up to actually defend this stalemate.
They are being completely pinned for 3 impact players. Meanwhile, Killer, he hasn't moved. He's just staying by crate. Flag has been immediately returned. Now it's going to be down to Bizzle to go clutch for Team Curse, because you can see Impact just running that flag straight down the middle. Killer is going to get the most unlucky spawn I've ever seen in my entire life. Who was that? It was Wonder. Did you see that spawn Wonder just got? Great. And just shot Killer in the back. Both flags once again away from base. This time it's going to be Bizzle running the flag for Team Curse, and it's also going to be Miracles doing it OBJ work, but someone is in hot pursuit. It's going to be Black. He's going to get shut down. And Gucci, we've got ourselves a stalemate.
We have got ourselves a stalemate. Once again, Bissell just checking every corner around the area before he makes his way out into that safety area. As we can see on our minimap, there's nobody close by to actually attack him. Impact completely not supporting their flag carrier.
Well, you can see Miracles being left all by himself. Matt is going to be pushing. Can he try and get this kill and put Curse one flag in the lead? Meanwhile, you can see the defensive work Curse are having to do. Mac now has to contest with one defender who's going to go on top of that Jeep. Needs to back off. He knows Miracles is going to anticipate, but this is smart play from Mac. This could be game changing. He's going to have the flag right in front of him with the BT3. He's going to get killed by Miracles. A very important kill, and that is why Miracles is widely considered as one of the best OBJ players in the game. Meanwhile, Bizzle for Team Curse, he's just trying to run away at this point from any impact players.
Exactly, he's just making himself safe. He's getting himself in all the hard positions for Impact to actually make their way into, which is what, of course, they need to do. They don't want to be going a flag down, especially early on in the game. Now, exactly, there's 1 minute 55 left on the clock in this half. There will be another half to play, of course, but can you be seeing a stalemate for the entire game? I do not think so. After the way that Mac manages to snake his way through, worm his way in towards the base of Impact there. Unfortunate against Miracles, but Bissell early with the stun there does manage to take down Killer. Killer thought he had him heavy stunned at the back and unable to shoot, but quick to pick him up. On his left, not going to be able to take down Karma. So once again, that is going to go back to base and set to start again on this stalemate.
Being the more aggressive team at this point.
Yeah, it does feel that way. I mean, would you say they're on the better side, so they're trying to capitalise on that?
For me, I don't really see a better side on CTF stand-up, but I personally think it's all down to team personal preference. But, you know, right now, Curse, they're just sending players just completely down that petrol side, and Impact, they're just kind of absorbing the pressure. I mean, look at Wonder right now, the position he's in, as well as that you've got Bizzle mid-map as well. He's highlighted on your mini-map. Now there is actually one Impact player. That's going to be in the form of Killer. If he makes that kill, the flag carrier is going to be in some deep, deep trouble. Killer in a gunfight right now at the back of the spawn, but now it's going to be time for Wonder to be aggressive. He's going to be running straight towards Miracles. He's going to catch him with his pants out, gets the return as well. Can Curse put the flag in? Yes, they can. Black is going to run that in, and with 40 seconds left of round 1 of 2, it's going to be 1-0 to Curse, but here comes Impact.
Impact back on that counter. They're gonna not be able to get that flag pull, and Wonder once again going for a flag run here. He hasn't got any support of his teammates around him, but there's nobody from Impact in chase. Might one jump over the wall now behind him? Yes, he does. Wonder does manage to get himself away, but Karma there quick to shut him down on his way out of that petrol station area. Does manage to get a two-piece on Bissell as well, and the flag return. Huge play from Karma. He did not want to let that go 2-0 down in the first half, and he is halfway towards the streaks now. So I'm sure he'll just manage to get himself away, but no, going to shut down Mac as well. Just what is that, 1.5 kills away from his streaks.
Huge play right there from Karma right at the very end. He knew how important that kill was. They could not allow Curse to go 2 flags in the lead. And Black just managed to take down Parasite there for 1 kill and finding the second as well, almost
That
instantly, I
was
believe.
big play from Wonder there to manage to get that return and then, of course, go for that counter cap as well. But
Yeah.
good play from Karma to shut that down.
Capture the flag.
Clutch moment, and that's exactly what he did. We'll have a quick look at our scoreboard. Winner 10 and 8, 1 return, Black 1 return and 1 cap. Meanwhile, Impact, they've actually pulled the flag 3 times, yet to actually cap it.
Look at Miracles. When do you ever see him just played 5 minutes in a game and only had 2 kills?
He did have the flag. He
No,
did have
no,
the flag
I know that. But when do you see that happen?
Very rarely. I mean, it just shows you, stop watching when you're playing against Impact. Very rare occurrence. And right now, Parasite being very aggressive off Mac on a head glitch, not actually able to get the better of him this time. He's going to have to check his back, and just as I say that, Bizzle with the 2-piece.
Exactly there, Bissell answering back. Like I've said, such a strong player. Of course, EGL4 was his very first win on Call of Duty, I believe, playing alongside Mac at the time as well. So here we go, let's get on board with him as he's pushing up, just trying to defend that flag. Realised he didn't need to go all the way back there. He had it, the teammate in support, and now he's just poking out. Doesn't want to die around that flag area. Knows that it's not him that needs to be making the pushes, as they are currently 1-0 up in the lead. 3 minutes 55 left just to hold on or extend their lead.
Now, what Curse are doing right now is just, let me rephrase that. What Curse can't do right now is a 4-man D. I mean, every time we see a 4-man defense going in favor of CTF, it just doesn't work.
Exactly.
It just means that you're just trapped in your own spawn,
Yeah,
streaks can come in, you get wiped out and back home.
That is the exact reason, because if you get trapped in that spawn and then they manage to get a pull, you're going to spawn way back and be in no man's land to actually defend it halfway up the map. But Bissell there answering it with a 7 streak. He's got himself a Hellstorm. Not far away either, just going to recover his health there a little bit behind that tractor. This is smart play from Bissell. He's just going to make his way up towards his left and control this block to spawn. Try and help his teammates out as they are going for another flag. Let me guess, is that Wonder got shut down early on there? So that was good play from Miracles. 2-piece from Miracles as well. Going to go for the third on Bissell, but Bissell gets himself that lightning strike. Now they are going to be so crucial if Impact get into open space with that flag. Now he has just died, but the flag has been pulled, so when he gets off the respawn, will that streak come in? No need, as Wonder is there.
Miracles now being very aggressive towards his Curse flag. They are 1 flag down now. Let's not forget, if you are just tuning in, they're also 2-0 down. Oh, sorry, Impact 2-0 up. So Curse with a lot of pressure on their shoulders to try and defend this 1 flag lead. They have 2 minutes 32 seconds to do so. Miracles just doing a little bit of defensive work, flanking back towards his own flag, but look at how aggressive Impact are being on that tractor side. Bizzle has already taken down Killer. Parasite responds by shutting down Mac, and he's going to get the 2-piece Wonder, finally shutting down Miracles. This could be a huge momentum shift now for Impact. Flag has been pulled, going straight down the middle of the street. Parasite not wasting any time, going to go bottom bound. This has to be flag.
How long until Bissell streaks come in? Bissell's already called it in, but Black was there sneaking around the back to take it down. Mac taking down Killer, who took down Black, and that is the flag return now. Can we be seeing a counter cap? Mac's going to go for it straight into the middle.
God!
Gets the P23 R shot on Karma. That flag was cancelled down by Miracles, but still 1-0 to Curse in this capture the flag. Third map, the best of 5 series. Curse need to win this map because they are coming 2-0 down.
Huge plays coming from the Scotsman. Mac for Curse Gaming. Can he try and increase that momentum that's going to give him? He has taken down Karma, but looking at that kill feed, Impact replying with absolutely everything Curse are throwing at them at this point. Mac with 2 kills to his name, trying to build towards some streaks. We'll have a look. No one for Curse, bar Bizzle has any streaks. Impact, they have just a Hellstorm missile. So at this point, it's Karma and Bizzle both with a Hellstorm missile.
Karma and Bissell both with that Hellstorm missile, as you've said, Ben, but Black just getting himself a nice 2-piece. Bissell with 2 kills of his own. And now Karma trying to push up down this left-hand side, of course. What do you think, Ben? Do you think he should pull the flag, then use his streaks, or use his streaks to get the players down to enable him to pull the flag? Because with 1 minute left on the clock, things are getting tight. There we go. He's going to go for the kills. Oh, I don't think he's actually going to... Oh, he managed to make the kill in that top window and take down Black as well. 3-piece and 4 down here for Impact. That was huge play from Karma. Will that be ran straight down the middle? Karma's going to pick up... No, I thought he was going to make that 6. The Hellstorm's coming in from his teammate to secure this. This is going to be tied up game.
1 play Black. Black needs to go big. Has his M8 out. Can he try and stop this Impact flag? All the pressure on him. He has Miracles in front of him. He's not going to kill it. He'd rather get the assist. Can he go clutch? No, he can't. Karma's going to run out in with 28 seconds left. Now, can Curse try and get the counter? It's going to be left to Mac. He's in his spawn. Unreal play from Karma. That is why he's widely considered the best player in the world at this game. He uses Hellstorm to not only get one kill, but he used it as a UAV. He used it as recon. Realized where the rest of his team were, called it out to Parasite. He picked up the 4th player, and that was one of the easiest flags Impact were ever going to run.
Exactly, that was a simple forward down. Karma was on the point, straight to take down the spawns as well. Caused so much trouble for Curse as Karma hopped over that wall, took one down in the back, saw 2 more outside the back alley Kebab, knew that there was no chance that they were going to catch up with that flag. So that was a strong play from Karma. Biggest play I've personally seen there so far.
Fantastic plays coming from this Impact lineup of Parasite, cleaning up their all round ending kill camp.
So that is going to mean overtime here.
It is. Stopwatch.
Curse have got to be a little bit deflated after that, surely, for leading for so long. Virtually the whole of the second half, they were in the lead, and then to drop it down with, what was that on the end of the clock there? 20 seconds?
Not a lot of time.
Such a deflation for them, but now we are seeing Parasite in the middle of the map getting taken down early on.
Important to note, Killer, right now, out of nowhere, I didn't even see him do it. Oh, just to say that. Damn it, I'm sorry, Killer, I curse you. Actually, had 7 kills to his name. He was working towards an escort drone. He has a Hellstorm, and he has a lightning strike.
Yeah, he has got those very influential kill streaks available to him. And in Stopwatch, first half, it's not even essential that he uses them now. He can use both of those to either defend or aid a flag pull.
Well, the flag has actually been immediately pulled by Curse. They're not wasting any time. Miracles, he's going to get shut down. It's going to be left to Killer. Has Wonder in front of him. He's going to tag. Oh, Killer's going to go for the challenge. Sorry, can't get to the challenge. And he is going to clean up health there. 3 kills for him for his efforts. 4 for the former Bizzle. Not going to happen this time. Nothing but hit markers. And now the question is, can they try and get the flag away? It doesn't look like anyone is in a position to do so right now, so we're just going to see another battle from that.
Yeah, this is all about the map control early on. That is one of the great things about this map. There's the occasional sneaky round the back pull, but if your team are fully switched on and all watching the necessary routes, it is one hell of a hard map to play.
Completely agree with you there, Gooch. 3 minutes 37 remaining of the first round of the Stopwatch on stand up for Karma. He's just running riot right now.
He outshooted Bissell there as if it was a public match, and now he's going to help. Oh, there we are going to see. There we are going to see a flag pull. By the look of things, is that going to go all the way in? I think with the streaks, yeah, the streaks of Killer there, able to aid Miracles pull that flag in. Now remember, he did have a lightning strike as well as that Hellstorm, did he not?
Yep, he did.
And
not the fastest flag there, let's be honest.
No, it's still possible.
Faster in Stopwatch. We have seen faster flags, but Karma, well, it's as if he switches a button. It's as if his headset has a special button that he clicks and it's kind of like, well, time to go beast mode, boys.
Yeah, exactly. He had that beast mode on selected there. 1 minute 44 was that final flag capture time. Like I said, Ben, not the most fast time we have ever seen, especially on this map. It takes about 15 seconds to run it. If you were to get a 4 down, you could run it straight down that middle street and do it very quickly. But Killer has still got the lightning strike. Has anybody else on Team Impact got streaks to be able to use? Don't think they actually have. Not far off there. Who was that?
Not far off. That's Miracles. Bizzle has got himself a 2-piece there, and you can see Miracles immediately backing off. Karma with nothing. Miracles is just one of the closest players now to streaks, so we'll stay on board with him for now. Bear in mind, Killer, he's also on a 5 streak, so watch out for him. He's going to get taken down. The Nave not going to do anything. Miracle's going to go for the charge. He's going to connect with 1, just an assist away from the Hellstorm missile. If he gets this kill, that is going to be GG. 60 seconds left, but he gets stuck.
Vital
oh
kill
God,
from Bissell.
That's unfortunate.
That was an absolutely vital kill from Bissell. Now that could be a game changer, but will we see it as Bissell is now pulling this flag? He needs to get himself inside. If he runs that long way, Killer is going to...
It's going to be down to Karma.
This is going to be big, but Karma coming clutch again. Wonder taking him down. They think they're going to be able to get this all the way home. Is it going to be possible? Let's have a look. They've got into the safety. There's no... There it is. It's come in, and it is going to be captured. Huge play there. Completely uncontested. In the end, there was one player that contested the whole time. That was Karma. Did manage to make the 1 kill, but then he got picked up like straight off the spawns there, and they managed to run that straight through the middle house.
As soon as he got into yellow, that lightning strike must have come in.
They've got the cover, then they knew they were waiting. As soon as he got into bottom grannies, he was waiting for that Hellstorm to come in, that lightning strike, sorry. And then, of course, he did manage to capture that flag. 28-20 there from Bissell.
Unreal performance there from Karma, you have to say. Really fantastic plays. When he came down to come and clutch that final time, he just wasn't able to do it.
I can honestly say they deserve that after the way that they played, and then they sort of lost it in the last 40 seconds. I'm glad this is going to a 4th map because this is one spectacular game so far.
Next Hardpoint. To be honest, after what Impact did on that last Hardpoint game, you know, they just look so dominant at Hardpoint. I believe it's going to be Hardpoint Yemen as well. And
this map, anything can happen, to be honest.
This map is the most important map for controlling spawns. If you mess up your spawns, you mess up Yemen. It really is that simple.
Not my favourite map at all, I'll be honest with you, but it is one to watch for, like you say, Ben, for the map control, so for the gunfights that we are going to be seeing around the anchor point. So we're going to see Parasite a lot heavily involved in this, I would have thought.
It is all going to come down to that battle of the anchors.
It's going to be Parasite versus Black in Battle of the Anchor.
Oh, it's going to be a sensational battle. Just that game, you can see Parasite there, wearing his headset, just looking a little bit demoralised about that. I think he thought he had that in the bag. Meanwhile, Killer, more smiling, more joking around.
It looks like he's caught the sun a little bit. It's rather red, either that or
do you see him having his nap earlier on?
Yeah, he was having a nap on the sofa at the back.
Having a cheeky little nap. Meanwhile, Karma, closest to your screen, widely regarded as one of the best up there with your Scumpies from obviously Team Optic, your Proofies from Team Envy. Really is a sensational
Jerds from Team Epsilon.
Of course, yeah. I mean, that was a massive thing over at MLG Anaheim. You know, who was actually better? Was it Jerd? Was it Karma? And obviously Karma, you know, just managed to get that bad placement. You still have to put your money on its Karma.
Exactly. I think, to be honest, you'd go as far as to say that if you were to have an Ultimate 4 God Squad, he would be up there, without a doubt.
Oh, you can't not put Karma in a God Squad, especially Black Ops 2. I mean, he's just so dominant. He really is. I mean, it's kind of as if you can't outgun him. The only way you can kill him is if you come from behind and you get a cheeky little shot off and you get a little bit lucky with score sheet. Apart from that, I mean, how often do you actually see Karma get outgunned in a fair gunfight?
It is not very often that you see him doing badly on a map. I mean, if he's not playing well, you know something is wrong. So now we are going to be seeing the fourth map. This is going to be a Yemen hardpoint. The teams are just setting up.
Well, we're just waiting for the map to get underway. Hardpoint Yemen predictions, Gooch. Call it.
I'm still going to go with Impact. I think it's going to be a 3-1 now, because I'd put Parasite in a higher bracket than Black in the spawn, in the anchor spawn.
You have to. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to do that. I mean, Parasite, best anchor on the game. I mean, every single time you see him play, he just controls the spawns. He's such an intelligent player. I personally don't think Parasite gets the credit he deserves when it comes to his knowledge of the game. He's just so intelligent in the way that he plays. And obviously you can see Capo behind the team there as well. That's the coach.
Yeah, team coach for this map, of course. He will be calling out how long's left on each hardpoint, when he thinks that they should be rotating, how many have been killed, where they've recently been killed. Of course, that is the whole idea of a team coach.
Begs the question, how important do you think coaches actually are in Call of Duty Black Ops 2?
Well, I think, to be honest, they're not necessary, but I have seen an increasing number of teams that use coaches
All I'm going to say is Mr. X for Complexity. That guy, it was like Complexity had a fifth man at Anaheim. It really was. Mr. X was sensational at what he did. I mean, his hype, his pumping up of the team, it was crucial to the success. And
when used right, I think it's absolutely fantastic. I'd like to use Dinge for Farico All-Stars as a good example. I think he's a great coach and has really worked well with his team.
He has some good analytical data as well that he provides to the team as well. You know,
yeah, exactly.
The rotations. I mean, I saw him at the European finals and he was doing a great job there, doing some coaching. But yeah, Hardpoint Yemen is going to get underway now. It's going to be Curse going up against Impact. And right now, Impact have a 2-1 lead. Hardpoint Yemen on board with Bizzle, first of all, who's had a sensational tournament so far. One of my plays to watch from Team Curse up there with Wonder as well. He's contesting this Hardpoint, going to get the 200. Can he find a few kills? Well, Wonder just went in, so did Parasite, but Bizzle is just going to get outnumbered on that first one.
Was a bit indecisive about which one to shoot there. He knew there was one in front of him, knew there was one behind. He tried to go for both, of course that never actually worked. But Karma going to be heavy weakened by that floating grenade coming in, and what the hell happened there? I don't know how he ended up behind Black. I think he just jumped over his body, but he managed to take him down, and it is looking very close in the early stages of this game. Of course, Curse currently trailing 2-1, and Impact have the early lead in this hardpoint.
Well, looking over at Karma, he's actually going to do a little bit of rotation work. He has Parasite almost directly behind him, so it's as if they're both actually going to be anchoring for this next hill. You can see Impact do have a fragile lead, 21-6. After that first hill, now Karma are going to be a little bit more aggressive towards the hill, but they seem happy to give up that time. As long as they break this church hill relatively quickly, then they should be okay, but that's going to be Curse who has
Yeah, it's going to be Karma going for those shots in through the window, knows exactly where he is in that corner. He's going to opt for the jump up rather than the straight running in, and Wonder almost taking him down there. That was Good play from Karma there, unfortunate not to get taken down by Wonder, and he's just going to push on. Like we said, spawn control is essential on Yemen. It's the most crucial thing about this map. It's not fighting for the scraps, it's fighting for the spawns before you go for the hard point.
Right now, Karma just trying to do some slaying work underneath. He is going to get rushed as well by 2 players. Through that smoke grenade anytime soon. There's the first, going to pick up the kill on Mac. The second was taken down by his teammate. But the important thing to note here, Gucci, is Curse right now, they've all spawned up top. So Impact, they don't have control of the spawns, which means, you know, they are going to pick up 20 odd seconds on that hill. But as long as Curse set up nicely on this next market hill, they're going to come right back into this game.
They need to control it though. Look at the other 2 players. They're trying to end up with a pincer as a cutoff rather than actually go and force them back, which I don't particularly agree with, but here we go. We're going to see Wonder in the first of the middle map battles here. He's just waiting for any penetration straight down the middle, which he did come head on head with Karma. Karma got the better of him. So we've reverted to Mac, who is on his own in that hardpoint area. He's going to try and push out and hold them back a little bit longer, give his teammates some support. Once again going huge for the B23R, grabbing an extra couple of seconds, enabling his teammates, not spawning too far away either. 38 seconds left on that clock. We won't see a rotation for at least another 15 seconds, but Bissell and Black's combination taking down players. But once again, Impact fighting back, and Black just going to go to contest.
Karma, 5 kills to his name. Now, he's done some very sneaky play there.
He's already
rotated. Oh, there's a play directly behind him. Oh, that is just so unlucky. He was playing towards
Hardpoint contested.
A little bit mad about that. There's a play to his left hand at Scorpion, and he's going to celebrate that kill because Black, you just got destroyed, my friend. But luckily enough, Karma didn't actually pick up the retreat. He was running away from the hill, did such a good rotation. He was trying to pick up that 200 from Church. Wasn't able to do so there, but Impact, not only are they going to get the scrap time, they're also going to get the initial time. And look at the score, Gucci, 104 to 39. And right now, Karma is on a rampage. Meanwhile, Miracles, he's trying to get all the cutoffs. He has 4 kills to his name. He's working towards streaks as well.
This is looking all over, folks. I'll be honest. I mean, look at that score difference already, although we did see Impact come back from a 60-second deficit earlier on. So can it happen? Roles reverse. Can Curse get themselves back into it? No score streaks currently earned, although I'm pretty sure Karma will be as close as Miracles as well after the tear he's just been on. Shut down by Mac though. But now it's 4 kills apiece for Miracles and Killer. Which one of them had the capture as well though? Miracles just lying in wait.
Just being patient, that's all he needs to do. As long as he gets that time on the hill.
100 points difference though, Ben.
He's got to be contested, but Miracles just pops up. Oh, how you doing, Black? Nice headshot for me. And Miracles 5 kills. He's a kill away from the Hellstorm missile. There's going to be just one player. No, he's not even going to challenge. That was Bizzle. And Impact, again, with the perfect rotation. They're going to have early control as long as Killer can stay alive. He goes down. Now it's going to be left to Karma.
Hardpoint identified.
3 players outside that door. If he peeks out, he's pretty much dead. He's waiting for his teammate to come in. Bizzle is going to tag him up, has the knife out. I'm not entirely sure what the game plan was, but he's about to get away. But as soon as he looks at the staircase, there was a Cursed player. Managed to get that kill, but still, Miracles with that 5th kill. Can he try and get the 6th? That's going to be the big question. Someone on the hill, he could just steal the 200. He's going to do so. There's the Hellstorm, there's the line strike.
Hellstorm missile awaiting
This
orders.
could be GG. I mean, still just that 100-point deficit. Basically, all Karma was doing there in that little room was trying to bide his time and wait for that lightning strike from Killer to come down. But Hellstorm coming down as well. Where's he going to go for? He's going to go for the middle one. In the end, does manage to take down Mac with that, and he's now going to push back and revert his way round towards the initial spawning hard point.
Let's have a look over at on the hill. You've got Killer on the hill. He has 2 kills. Make that 3, and right now Impact really are pushing away. 183 to
Hardpoint contested.
Sensational performance coming from this Impact lineup with Hardpoint. This is more like the Hardpoint where you see
Hardpoint identified.
teams. Really
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
From them. But is there any way Curse can come back in this Hardpoint?
Hardpoint
Well,
locked
of
down.
course, mathematically it's still possible, but the way that Impact set
Mental.
up
That's the thing. It's mental.
Hardpoint
Call of
contested.
Duty is a mental game, Ben. Exactly. We are on board with Killer, and we're just going to flick over. Spot Miracles drop down now. And
Hardpoint
we're going to
contested.
flick through the players, of course. I think we should give some airtime to Curse. We've not really seen them, see if they can get themselves back into this. And it looks as if they may be getting put in that famous 100-point club.
Well, Bizzle doing a good job of contesting this hill. Question is, can he get the kill? Yes, he is. There's Parasite. Couldn't find Miracles, though. Unfortunate play. Bizzle having a sensational series so far, and he's top fragging for Curse, 12 and 20.
Hardpoint is out. Hardpoint
Not
contested.
having the prettiest of games at all. Wonder 13 and 19 again, struggling a little bit, and that's just down to Impact dominance. And you can see, as you so rightly said,
Hardpoint
100-point club could be inbound. He's got Miracles. He's going to try to get the scrap
Hardpoint is
time. He's
ours.
going to actually pick up the 200 as well. Close towards the
Hardpoint
street. They're going to get on the next hill. Impact can close it out on this hill right now.
Yeah, I believe they actually will do as well. Ben Black there to try and contest it. Goes for some bullets in the back, misses 3 bursts of B23R. Nobody coming behind him to shut him down. Does manage to get dropped down himself though, as Parasite and Karma both doing work around that hard point. And it looks as if it is going to be a 100-point club and a 3-1 victory total to Team Impact. That's unfortunate there from Curse. I really thought they were going to bring themselves back into that, but as predicted, Impact.
Friendly lightning strike in.
I was so surprised that they pull up as many hard points as they have done recently.
Hardpoint
But this
contested.
is much better from them. However, the plays are going to be made there from Wonder, but Parasite still with a Hellstorm missile. This
Hardpoint
game
is
is all
ours.
over. I mean, there's still 3 minutes of game time left. And are they
Hardpoint
going to be able to
contested.
win? No, Hardpoint goes contested, but Parasite, he's going to set up neatly on this next hill. One player down that right-hand side, Black. Can he go in? 14 Curse, I don't think it's going to happen. Hellstorm is up down.
Hardpoint
And I think it's fair to say now at this point,
Hostiles have the
let's have a look
hardpoint.
at the scoreboard. Parasite 26-8. Oh my.
26-8. As I said, the battle of the anchors. That was Black versus Parasite predominantly. And as we said earlier on, before the game, that Parasite was going to be more dominant in that situation. So that's unfortunate there from Curse. I think it did come down purely to Parasite's better anchor, because that was a spawn game rather than anything else. So that is going to be a final score of 3-1 to Impact. Curse, of course, taking a map off them. That was the capture the flag as well. So it's quite good for them to actually take that.
He's taking too long to get away. He's going to get up into. Oh, my God! He just turned on it.